What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Blue Side FC channel. And it's not good. It's not good at all. It's not really good at all. Surely this has to be his last game. This definitely has to be his last game. We were all over the place. We didn't look like we had any system in place, and it has been like that for the past 4 or 5 games under Potter, and it doesn't look like it's changing. I don't know what it is that they see in this squad that they think that things are going to get better. I don't know what their owners see in this system or in this management style. There's a problem. There's a serious problem. We've won only 2 games in 14 games. That is so crazy. The last time we won was in January. That was the beginning of January, and we scored only 1 goal in the whole of February. That is crazy. Like, that is not Chelsea standard. That is not the Chelsea that we all know and love. Like, our standards have been dropped, and people saying that, yeah, let's believe in Potter and all that. Listen, I back the club. If the club says they want to continue with Potter, I'm not going to wish the club lose. I want the club to succeed. I want the club to do well. Whether it's under Potter or whoever else, I want the club to do well. But Potter isn't the man for us. I've said it so many times. If you hire a mid-table coach, you're going to get a mid-table finish. And it looks like the 10th place, we've cemented it. It's better we change him now, in my opinion. It's better we change him now than keep him on and make and allow him to make our season worse. If we bring somebody better right now into the team who can get results, who can push us up a little bit and at least finish either fifth or sixth on the table, it would be far better than where we are now. It looks like the 10th position, we've cemented it, and yes, he's a mid-table manager. That is what we are going to expect. He can't use us. He can't use Chelsea as an experiment. He has to go. It's not good enough. Like, our players just seem lost on the pitch. I've said this many times in games, in previous games. They always look lost on the pitch, and I don't even know what he tells them during the halftime break, because we always come out into the second half horrible. We come out the second half poor. Our second half performances in recent games have all been poor. All of them have been poor, and it's getting annoying. It's getting frustrating, to be honest, because I feel like this is his last game. I feel like Todd Bowley sitting in the stands today, he saw what we all saw, and the team isn't good enough. The playing style isn't good enough. Our attack is so bad. There's not, how should I even put it? Because usually when your team is playing, your team is attacking, you are excited because you feel like they can score here or they can do something here, but it doesn't look like that with Chelsea. We don't look like we are going to score. We try and try and try. We make passes. Our passing too is very slow when we are in attack. Our passing is very slow. You could see a clear difference between our passing today and Spurs attack too as well. You could see a clear difference. When the attack is quicker, is faster, is more direct. When we attack, it's all over the place. Like, we get to in front of the penalty box, either pass sideways or pass backwards, or I don't know what. We are always indecisive in front of goal, and it was very bad today. It was very bad, horrible performance today, and yeah, it's been the same thing in previous games. I don't think our performances has improved or declined in games. I just feel like it's the opposition that takes their chances. If the opposition is able to take their chances, we lose. If they are not able to take their chances, we draw. That is it. That is what happens, and that's why we've lost and drawn so many times, because it's the opposition that we face that determines whether we lose or draw, because we are just not good enough. We are just not good enough. Our attack is so weak. Our attack is not threatening or dangerous at all. And yes, today the defense was alright. The defense was good today, but that, I don't know what we were doing also during the second corner. The first goal, I don't think we can blame Kepa or blame anybody. Yes, the clearance was bad. The clearance to fall on the feet of Skip was bad. I feel like Felix too should have done better in winning that tackle. Felix, I'll come to Felix later, but Felix's performance today was so bad. And yeah, I felt like he could have done better with that challenge. And then the second goal to the free kick, the corner, poor defense from us. Like, we allowed them to get a header on it and fell onto Kane, and Sterling was marking Kane. How do you put Sterling on Kane? Why do you put Sterling on Kane? Like, put somebody else on Kane. There are other defenders there. Fofana could be on Kane. Koulibaly could be on Kane. Yes, maybe you need the tall players to head the ball away, but put somebody else near Kane than Sterling. I don't know why we did that. Even Enzo should have been on Kane, or like, I don't know why we did that. I don't know why we did that, and we paid dearly for it because he missed. He left him and he was there unmarked and he scored. And there's nothing we could do about it. They deserved it. They definitely deserved it. They deserved the win. We didn't deserve anything in this game, to be honest. Even a draw would have been very, very generous for us. But yes, the loss is what we should have taken from this game, and that's what we took. And for our performance, yes, that's what we took. That's what we deserve. And I'll be very, very shocked if tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow, Potter is still around. Um, I'll be shocked if he's given the Dortmund game to prove himself. Dortmund, he loses, we're out of the Champions League, and that is that. And we need to be in the Champions League because we have to um, um, at least try and win, or at least get some profits from the Champions League. If we qualify the next stage, we'll get something. And I'm sure the owners are looking to forward to getting those monies, especially concerning the expenditure that we've made just in this last transfer window. So it's going to be a difficult one. It's going to be a difficult 24 hours for Chelsea from now till the end of tomorrow. And I don't know what is going to happen. I hope that he's gone. I hope that he's gone. But like I said, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm not going to wish that we lose the Dortmund game just because I want him to get sacked. Like how some people were wishing that we lose against Spurs today so that he gets sacked. I'm not going to do that. I want us to win. I don't believe in Potter. I don't trust that he is the one to lead us to where we want to be, but I want us to win. And I want the club to win. The club over any manager, the club over any player. And yeah, some of the player, let me just tackle some of the player performances. In defense, Koulibaly was very, very solid. Thiago Silva was also very, very solid in the beginning, and unfortunately he had a knock in the beginning. He had a clash of knees between him and Koulibaly, and he got the bad side of that clash, and he was taken off. And that was a very big blow. But I think Wesley Fofana came in and replaced him very, very well. Fofana also did very, very well in this game as well. Kepa, I don't know. I don't know where Mendy is. I don't know where Mendy is. Is Mendy still at Chelsea? Is Mendy even in the country? Is he back at Senegal? Where is he? I don't know where Mendy is. I don't even see him in training anymore. I don't know what has happened with Mendy, but I don't know. I feel like Kepa starting every game is going into his head, and I feel like today I don't know, he made some errors today that I thought, man, it's weird. It's weird. It's very, very weird. I feel like that shot that came in from Skip, Mendy would have done better with it. Again, Kepa is short. Kepa's height definitely affects him whenever there's a long range shot like that. It definitely affects him, and whether you like it or not, Mendy is better in such situations than Kepa. But yeah, so let's go into the midfield. The midfield, Enzo in the first half was all right, and in the second half he went missing a bit, and yeah, that's all I can say about Enzo. Him and Loftus-Cheek in the middle. Loftus-Cheek was barely visible the whole game. I mean, he was there at times. He was trying to win the ball off Tottenham players, but I mean, he was barely visible the whole game, like I said. And then on the wings, Chilwell, I don't know, Chilwell, like all I'll say is Chilwell and James, they are not yet fully fit. I like the runs that Chilwell was making, but still, he wasn't as effective as he usually is. Both him and James, they weren't as effective. James' defensive work was very good. Going forward, not that great. And then in front of them, Havertz, Sterling, and Ziyech. Ziyech, poor performance in the first half, and he was very lucky to still be on the pitch. I think the referee did the right call. To me, I didn't think it was a red card. I didn't think it was a red card at all. I felt like he was shoving Emerson Royale back, and then his hand slipped or it bounced off his shoulder and hit Emerson in the face, and it wasn't intentional at all. And I think VAR saw the angle where it hit the face, and then when the referee went to look at it, he saw that it was accidental, so he reversed the red card. I've never seen it done before, reversing the red card to the yellow card. I've never seen it done before. I've seen it change from a yellow to a red. I've never seen it change from a red to a yellow, and he was lucky. He was very, very lucky. Then I thought Potter should have changed him right before the second half started, but he didn't change him. He kept him on. That was very, very risky, because in situations like this, you know that the Spurs players are going to make him angry. They're going to make him get a second yellow and then get a red card eventually, because he was frustrated the whole game, the whole first half. But fortunately, he came off early, and um Mount came on in his place. I think Mount and Zakaria came on in his place and Ruben Loftus-Cheek's place. And Zakaria was better in the middle than Loftus-Cheek. I think he should be starting more next to Enzo. So if Kante is fit for the next game, Enzo will start next to Kante. But if it's not fit, please use Zakaria. Zakaria is the only defensive midfielder that we have aside Kante. So in attack, I just don't know. Um, Felix, poor for me. Like, he seemed like he was doing something on the pitch. If you look at him running around, he seems like he was doing something on the pitch. But the attack was always coming through him, and always he was stopping attack. Though he had one shot on target in the first half, I think probably our only shot on target in the first half, where he hit it directly at Foster, which was good. Like, it was a good effort. I think Sterling also had a very good chance to at the end of second half to also a very good effort. But aside that, Felix wasn't doing much. Like, all the tackles, all the attacks came through him, and he didn't really produce anything out of it, and that was disappointing. But Havertz and Sterling, I think they were a little bit better than him. Havertz was all over the pitch. He was doing defensive work. He was also in attack. I think there was a chance that Mount's pass to him where he didn't reach the ball and Foster came to take it. And yeah, I think that's just it. That's just it. Sterling was the only one that seemed like he wanted to make something happen. He was the only one on the pitch that seemed like wanted to make something happen. And when Madrid also came on too, you could see a clear difference, a sense of urgency when he came on too as well. But it was too late. He brought Aubameyang too on very, very late too as well. I think if he was going to play Aubameyang at all, I think he should come in very, very early on the second half. But it didn't happen. So yeah, I mean, it's what more can I say? I've said the same things over and over and over again in previous games, and things have to change. Potter has to go. He has to go. I don't see any redemption from him unless he wins against Dortmund, or unless for some reason they keep him around and he wins against Dortmund and we are able to qualify into the next stage. Then probably that would be a little bit of a redemption for him, but still, I don't even want him to be around before the Dortmund game too. But we'll see what the owners will say. So thank you so much for watching. This has been my review of the game. A disappointing, very, very disappointing loss, very, very disappointing game, frustrating game to watch too as well. And let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And yeah, what do you think? Do you still want Potter around? Do you still want Potter to leave? I've made my stance on that issue, and let me know what your stance is in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.